Hello, welcome to the Cambridge Psychology Test. I am a Gunther van Hagenschwagen, and what we're going to do is do a simple mind experiment test where I will say unten words, and Denzal has to respond with the first word. If you don't understand, you tell me. You don't understand, you're already confused, we haven't started. But when he doesn't understand, I will try to fill him in. So there will be quite a lot of filling in that will happen throughout the test. Guten Tag. Thank you for coming back after that introduction, and now we are ready for the test. And to start this, I'm going to come up with, as I said before, a word will go to you.
Yes.
And you have to come back with unten wagen word back to me, yeah?
Just a little word.
No, whatever it was, it doesn't have to be little, she's already confused. It doesn't matter what word it is.
No big.
If I say ant and you think elephant, which is a bigger word, it's not a problem. You can say it back to me, yeah? Unten wagen.
Okay.
So are you ready? My first word
Yeah.
is quantum mechanical vessel.
Quantum what?
Hmm?
What?
No. So quantum physical.
China?
How is... No. So it's a bit, this is how the game has problems. You see, mine is a plant, and your one was China.
Yeah.
Okay? There is no unten connection between them. There's no
connection, no.
There's no connection between plant and China. Let's try the easy one. Aptitude.
Height? Heighten?
Height.
Heighten?
Aptitude. And you came up with height.
Yeah.
Okay, we should try it easier, easier game, I think.
More easy than it?
I'm going to say color.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have to say an equation that is divisible by itself.
Okay.
Basically, prime number. Black.
White.
That is not a number.
5.
Is that number divisible by itself and 1?
It is!
It's not prime number!
It's
Schwein. Welcome back, students, and the next the part of the test is going to be on the philosophy and the understanding of life and how this mind can actually come up with a philosophical and ethical debate surrounding this. Greek said that life is about a reason. What I'm interested to find out is what you think on unten mind, what you think of the meaning of life. What is the point in the mind of Denzal? How do you define life? Is it unten Schwein life, or is it bigger? What do you think? Tell me.
It's massive! Bigger than you think and see in many words. The word you just said to me is irresponsible, what you've seen. Yes?
They are learning a lot from this. They can put this in their theses and they can learn how this mind thinks. So please continue. Epicurus, the other Greek philosopher, said that leisure is the ultimate destination of life's ambition. And Aristotle said it was reason, as we've already discussed, and you elaborated on in great detail. What do you think of those two comparisons? What is your definition of life, unten in the mind?
We talk on the scale of life, which is the balance of everything.
Just talk about what you think life is.
I think life is like a butter. You never know what butter you can get.
Yeah, und interesting. Oh, thank you for joining us again. Continue on the line of philosophers, yeah. There was the John Rudolstein, the German anthropologist. I'm sure you'll be very familiar with him. He said there was an idea, a proposition for a pleasure machine that if you are hooked up to it, your reality would be blurred into a cosmic world, and your own feelings would only be surmountable to your own personal feelings. How do you think this relates to the life, and do you think it has relevance now, and if not, why not? What is the thoughts? You will find this very interesting, I think. Get your notepad, yeah? Go.
I think the relevance of life aims to produce everything we see and do in mind. But the relevance is when we just drink a simple cup of tea with a bit of sugar in it. That is the relevance of philosophy. You know what I mean? When you come in generations and generations, own presence when we see in the end of life. If you can tell the time on your watch, You can see the world ending us day by day. And minute
What
by
are you
minute.
talking about?
The second of life! Can't you see it? Can't you see the window? Can't you see that camera? Can't you see the look in my eyes?
This has nothing to do with the question I was asking. It's just random bullshit. You're like the Untum Poppenschweiger.
The pompous right was never the word which you meant to say.
It's like you're a monkey in a man costume or something.
I can't help that. We didn't all come from monkeys, some people say. It's just I don't seem to be swinging
That
around
still
on
has nothing to do with what I'm
I
talking.
am not swinging on a tree looking for a banana.
What does that got to do with anything? It's just random crap. I think what we have actually learned here is that the mentally ill are allowed in public sometimes. Yeah. that is a German joke, very funny.
Aye.
Do you like this? Okay, but if there is any clarity towards your thinking, what is the purpose of us being alive? Is it to be happy? Okay, that was one, wasn't it? Happy curious. Or was it to think? Which is Aristotle, I think, therefore I am. Is it to think, or is it to be happy? Which one is it's not just those two options. Which one is life about?
But if you're thinking if you're happy and you're thinking the philosophy of your life, then you're thinking everything that comes around and says you do, and say you're happy, I'm thinking of life, or is this the help I need in life? Please help me!
I think that we can reflect on those words, okay?
Yes, you can, yes, you can. The similarity in life, everything we come and do, can't you see it? I was down there, and you're up there!
That answers the question!
That's... I've answered the question so many times that it's unfolding.
You know, this doesn't mean you're answering the question.
Expressions, his arms are raised to limbs.
There we realize why Hitler was maybe possibly right, because this wouldn't have lasted more than 12 seconds. No, but...
Well, you know, sometimes you need a drink, you need shots. Sometimes you need a packet of crisps, just a little crisp. That is the meaning of life. The happiness. Your fist may seem you want to punch me, but in reality, you're saying, no, he wants to strangle me. But no, you don't need to strangle life. You need to see it for what it really is. A cup of tea.
So your answer is that life is a cup of tea.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I think we got all the answers that we need from this year. Join us next week, but it won't be me presenting. Unfortunately, I'm going to hang myself now.
No, it'll be me next week. When you come in generations and generations, this is the time when you'll watch history. You never can find the right time, but the time of seeing the
That answers the question!
Well, I think the lives and times of life and things and everything. When you see the mind, when you walk on the planet, when you see this, when you see your toes.
That answers the damn question, you big dumb Puppensteiger!
I am answering the question. I've just put it right into view like a TV screen.
Ja.
Ich ton Schwein. The Popstarker. Rein so antwortet in die Popstarker.
Pupstarker?
In die Popstarker.